Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah wallahu akbar wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahil aliyyil azim. Glory be to Allah, all praise to Allah. There is no God but Allah.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Dear viewers, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Habiba Ibrahim Kukoi and the presenter for today's program, tagged The Virtuous Woman. Inshallah, today we are going to be discussing a topic that is germane and important. It is important to us as Muslim women, it is important to us as women generally, as females. What is this topic all about? This topic is family planning, the Islamic perspective. Family planning, the Islamic perspective. What is this topic all about? What is family planning all about? What do we have to tell you about family planning? To get to know more about this, sit back and relax. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back.
وَلْتَكُمْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ يَدْعُونَ إِلَى الْخَيْرِ وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ وَأُولَئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. ولا تكونوا كالذين تفرقوا واختلفوا من بعد ما جاءهم البينات وأولئك لهم عذاب عظيم.
Al-Muminat Organization, a group of pious Muslim women upholding the tenet of Al-Islam premise on Al-Quran and Sunnah of the Holy Prophet. Al-Muminat Organization's activities include weekly and monthly tarbiyah, a gathering where women are sermonized, house to house and mosque to mosque dawah, e-vocational training for empowering women, Unity Day, Al-Muminat Training Forum, ATF, a camping program where women are taught in line with the dictate of Allah and the Holy Prophet. To be part of this laudable and rewarding project, contact Al-Muminat headquarters at number 1 Thaniel Lodo Street, Jibowu Bus Stop, Yaba, or send your contributions to the following bank accounts. For more information, call 0802-950-6613 or 0805-531-9534. Al-Muminat Organization, the believing women.
Welcome back. If you are just joining us, Alhamdulillah, the program is The Virtuous Woman. And our topic for today, inshallah, is family planning, the Islamic perspective. To lead us in this discussion is a resource personnel. She is Dr. Mansoura Kadri. Dr. Mansoura, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
It's very nice to have you here. Thanks for coming.
Alhamdulillah.
How is family and how is work?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Let's get back on track. Family planning. What do you have to tell us about it in terms of definition?
Well, family planning is a way of thinking and living that is adopted voluntarily on the basis of knowledge and responsible decision making by individuals and families in order to promote the health of the family members. This is a definition adopted by WHO. The emphasis is on decision making, which is voluntary, which is meant to protect the family. But in this definition, two key things were stressed: the individual and the family. So, in summary, that is family planning as defined by WHO. But on a general context, we say family planning is a way of planning the family, either to bring about the need for more children or to space the children. This family planning that we're talking about has 4 main components. The first one is that it enables the individual to have children, the individual or the family to have children when they want to. That is, decision to have it is based on when you want to. The second component is that it prevents pregnancy if it's not wise or healthy for the woman. Then the third aspect is that it gives room to space the children based on the agreed interval between the husband and the wife. And the third one is to limit the size of the family. The fourth one is to limit the size of the family as they choose to, due to socioeconomic, to improve their socioeconomic states. So those, in summary, that is what the family planning is.
If I get you right, then you are trying to say that family planning has to do with the family, which involves the husband and the wife taking a decision that they are very conscious about, to either space their children or to give birth to more children. Is that it?
No. Yeah, that's following the line. The family planning is a decision taken by, we are talking about definition in general now. We have not come to Islamic perspective.
Yes, of course.
An individual informed decision based on education and knowledge by an individual or a couple. And in the case of polygamy, we say family, as per when they want to start having children, how many children do they want to have, and at what interval do they want to have these children.
Yes. Alhamdulillah. What are the methods that family planning entails? What methods does it entail?
Well, family planning entails, in broad categories, we'll group the methods into 4. We talk about the natural methods, the barrier methods, the hormonals, use of chemicals, that is the hormonals, and the surgical methods. When we talk about the natural methods, we are talking in terms of things you do to prevent pregnancy using natural means. The commonly used is abstinence, no sexual relationship at all, total abstinence.
That's natural.
That is one. The second one is still abstinence, but we call it periodic abstinence. That is, you try and observe when you are fertile, you avoid sex during those periods, and when, by calculation or by the various methods that we'll talk about, you are relatively sure that you are no longer in your fertile period, you resume sexual relationship. That is periodic abstinence. Then in terms of the barrier method, we talk about the use of condom, the use of diaphragm. The condoms these days, we have male and female condoms now, readily available. Diaphragm, majorly for the woman. Cervical cap, that one too is for the woman. Then in terms of the hormonals, that one can be the tablets, which you call the pills, which can be progesterone only, estrogen only, or combined, which is the common one that is readily prescribed, the combined oral contraceptive pills. They call it OCPs. Then we have the injectables, the ones that you go and take injection. There are 2 variants, the every 2 months dosing and the 3 monthly dosing, depending on which one you prefer or your health situation allows you to take. We'll still discuss about that. Then we are all still under the hormonals. We have the implants, the one that you may put it in the arm, in the thigh, the fatty aspect of the body. This one has a longer duration. We have the implant on. That one can stay for about 2 to 3 years, depending on your body weight. We have the Jadel. That one is up to about 5 years. Once it's inserted into your skin, it stays there for the duration of time that that particular preparation is meant to be there.
Please, before you go ahead, there's something I'm curious about the implanter. You said depending on your body weight. Does it mean that you said they have to insert it into the fatty aspect of your body? Does it mean that the fatter you become, the longer it takes? Or what does that imply?
These chemicals are steroidal hormones, or some of them are imitation of hormones in the body that has been made into they have been packaged to serve that purpose. That's the hormones. Let me reframe it this way. The hormones that we are playing with, these are natural hormones in the body that regulate the life of a woman right from childbirth till old age. So depending on the stage of life you are in determines the function of the hormone and how it works. So during the reproductive phase, which is when people clamor for contraception or family planning, majorly we are talking about estrogen and progesterone. So this estrogen and progesterone, there are various formulations. There are analogs. Some are made synthetically. Are you getting it now? So the various combination, either the synthetic one or the ones that were manipulated in the system, these are the ones that are used. So they are steroidal. It means that they are stored in the fat. So if you are the obese type, it means if the drug is meant to work for 3 years, by the end of 1.5 years to 2 years, it may not serve the purpose again, because the bulk of it is not in the system. It's stored in the fat. It's not circulating where it's supposed to be. Wow. That's why I said it's a function of your body weight.
Wow, it's been a very informing time with Dr. Mansoura Kadri, and our topic for today is family planning, the Islamic perspective. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Sit back and relax. Let's take this quick short break. We'll be right back.
قل تعالوا أتل ما حرم ربكم عليكم ألا تشركوا به شيئا وبالوالدين إحسانا ولا تقتلوا أولادكم من إملاق نحن نرزقكم وإياهم ولا تقربوا الفواحش ما ظهر منها وما بطن ولا تقتلوا النفس التي حرم الله إلا بالحق ذلكم وصاكم به لعلكم تعقلون.
Welcome back. The topic is still family planning, the Islamic perspective. And Dr. Mansoura has been trying to explain to us the methods that family planning entails. Dr. Mansoura, please go ahead.
The fourth broad category is the surgical. This is more of a permanent form of a contraception. We talk about tubal ligation, the tying of the fallopian tubes. Normally the reproductive system in the woman, we are talking about the egg house, the ovary, the fallopian tube. That's the parts that
where
the egg will travel into the uterus. So that's tube where you tie it such that the egg that is coming
is not able to
get to
the uterus,
and the sperm that is coming from below is not able to meet the egg.
So no fertilization.
No fertilization. Vasectomy, the same thing in the male, but that of the male is not readily acceptable.
Why is that?
Well, let's leave that for the men folk. Our focus here is more of the women area.
Alhamdulillah. But do you think it is necessary for us? Because I know that, like you said while you were talking, that there are some health implications that family planning has. When you take up one method of family planning or the other, it has health implications on you as a woman. Is it really necessary for us to take family planning? Do we have to do it?
It is very, very necessary. But situation determines the need and the peculiarity of individuals and which one you will benefit from. For instance, as a nursing mother, you are newly married, you have a kid, the normal thing is, at least you want the body to go back to its normal physiologic state. You want to have some time for yourself to go back to your normal life. You don't want you don't want a situation whereby within the next 6-9 months you are done with another pregnancy. So you are allowed to use those methods based on your health condition to space the interval, and depending on the agreement between you and your spouse. Is it every 2 years that I want to have another baby? Every 3 years? Every 1.5 years? That is what we informed the type that we use, as well as what is your health state. Do you have any chronic medical condition that you are managing? Do you have any peculiar situations that you are being managed for? That is what will guide the doctor or the family provider of such services in terms of what to advise you to use.
Now that we are talking about the necessity for family planning, let's go into the Islamic perspective of family planning. How does Islam see family planning?
Yeah.
Is it halal? Is it haram? Or do we have to shy away from it, or is it allowed for us to go into it?
Yeah, thank you very much. When we talk about Islamic perspective, there are some things we have to get clear. Anything Islamic is guided by 3 major things: the Quran, the Hadith and the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the juristic opinion of the scholars. So in terms of these 3, Islam is not against family planning, but Islam is against some of the components as proposed by the initiators of family planning. Because right from the onset, Islam has its own inbuilt system of family planning. Let's go back to the definition.
Okay.
In that definition, it says the individual and the couple / the family, if we put polygamy in context. Islam has 0 tolerance for contraception on marriage, because Islam is anti-extramarital relationship. So there is no basis for somebody that is not married to be on any form of contraception.
Because they are supposed to have adopted the natural
you don't even need it, because you are not yet married.
Yes,
and if there is a need for you to go into marital relationship, then you have to go into the legal binding factor. That is so in that aspect, that definition, Islam does not support that as a whole. That is individual. Islam, family planning as allowed by Islam, is for
the
family. Number 2, family planning is a mutual decision in Islam. It has to be, if it's just one man, one woman relationship, the 2 of them have to sit down. The 2 of them are supposed to go for counseling. That's another area we have problem here in our own hand. It is only the woman that go for counseling. It is both, and this is a family decision. So it's the 2 of them that are supposed to go for the counseling, for the interview that will guide the doctor in terms of which one to advise the woman to use. The man too supposed to know why she has to use it, what are the benefits in her using it, what are the likely things that they need to watch out for, such that when such things occur, it will not be strange. Yeah. So that is the second thing, as far as Islamic perspective is concerned. Then the third thing is, Islam has no Islam does not negate any of the 4 methods. Islam allows the use of any of the 4 for your health situation, the state you are in, and the condition at that time, and the reason for which you need that contraception for will guide which of the 4 you want. For instance, if it's just to space the interval between children, maybe the hormonals will have done it. Take 3 monthly injection for the next 1 year. That's about 4 doses by the time you finish 1 year, the next 3-6 months that your system will come back into its place, the child is almost 1.5. If the agreement between you and your husband is between 1 year and 1.5 years interval. And more importantly, even the Quran says there is a concept of lactational amenorrhea. That is, if you breastfeed your child exclusively for the first 6 months of delivery, you are not likely to get pregnant, at least for the first 6 months. But we've seen cases of women that once they did not stop breastfeeding, they don't conceive. But if they should stop this month, the next menses, they are hooked. Wow. So we have cases like that. So that is, and in Islam, according to Quran 2 verse 233, we are enjoined to breastfeed for 2 years. Wow. But there is a caveat for those who want to complete it. If for any reason you don't want to breastfeed for up to 2 years, you can shorten it. But the best is breastfeed for 2 years. Then, in terms of if you want long contraception, long interval, for instance, you have health issues. Maybe you just deliver your child, you have BP that has been so disturbing, uncontrolled. You have diabetes that is not responding. So you wouldn't want to use anything that would disturb your health, because the health of the mother is very important in that situation. So for that category of woman, you want to encourage IUCD. Sorry, I missed that out in the methods. There is a broad group called intrauterine contraceptive device. That one works locally in the uterus. It doesn't have anything to do with the system, as against the hormonals, which whatever you take, either as a tablet, as an injection, as an implant or patch, must go into your body system, the blood system and the like. But the intrauterine contraceptive devices, they stay right in the uterus to do the job. Those ones can work for as long as 8 to 10 years in this body. So for somebody that needs a long-term contraception and does not have any issues that has to do with the STI or STDs, that would be a preferred option. So your situation and the need determines the option you will go for.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. She has mentioned something that is very important, and that is that your situation and the need would determine if you what type of family planning you should go for. So Islam is not against family planning as a whole, but what are your reasons for going into family planning? Why do you want to go into family planning? All this you have to factor in. Alhamdulillah, I hope you have been able to learn one thing or the other from this discussion with Dr. Mansour. Let's Jazakumullah khairan, Dr. Mansour, for Jazakumullah khairan. May Allah reward you abundantly. That's all we have for today. I hope you have been able to learn one thing or the other. I am Habiba Ibrahim Kukoi. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله والبعث بعد الموت لا إله إلا الله آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله والبعث بعد الموت لا إله